Scientists found a toxic protein in everyone's brain right now. Your brain clears it automatically every single night while you sleep. But only if you sleep correctly. Most people do not. In 2013, a neuroscientist made the most important brain discovery in decades. She watched sleeping mice brains and saw something impossible. The brain cells were physically shrinking by up to 60%. And when they shrank, a cleaning fluid rushed in and washed everything out. The protein that causes Alzheimer's flushed away while you dreamed. Miss one night of deep sleep and the protein starts building up. By the end of this video, you will sleep differently forever. The system is called the glymphatic system. Glymphatic, two words merged, glial cells and lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system clears waste from muscles, organs, and skin. But the brain has no traditional lymphatic vessels running through it. Instead, the brain evolved its own internal waste-flushing mechanism. It is powered by a type of cell called an astrocyte. Astrocytes are star-shaped support cells that outnumber neurons 10 to 1. For a century, scientists thought astrocytes were just passive filler. Nedergaard's 2013 discovery showed they are actually the brain's cleaning crew. Without them, toxic waste would accumulate until cognition collapsed. Here is exactly how the glymphatic system works, step by step. Cerebrospinal fluid, a clear liquid, flows around and through your brain. Normally, this fluid cannot penetrate deep brain tissue efficiently. But during sleep, something extraordinary happens at the cellular level. Astrocytes shrink by up to 60% of their normal size. This shrinkage opens microscopic channels between brain cells, dramatically wider. Cerebrospinal fluid rushes through these channels like water through a floodgate. The fluid sweeps through tissue, picks up waste proteins, and carries them out. They drain into the bloodstream and eventually leave the body entirely. The full cleaning cycle takes approximately 7 to 8 hours to complete. The most important waste cleared is beta-amyloid protein. Beta-amyloid is produced naturally every day by your working neurons. It is a normal metabolic byproduct, like exhaust from an engine. In small amounts, it may even have protective functions early in life. But left uncleaned, it clumps into plaques, the first hallmark of Alzheimer's. Here's the part that most sleep researchers find most alarming. After just one night of poor sleep, beta-amyloid levels rise measurably. After 1 week, they can rise by 5% in key brain regions. Over 30 years of slightly short sleep that accumulates into disaster. Every night you shortchange your sleep is one deposit into Alzheimer's account. Tau protein is the second major waste product cleared during sleep. Tau tangles are the second hallmark of Alzheimer's and also of Parkinson's. Like beta-amyloid, tau builds naturally during waking hours as neurons fire. Sleep is the only window when glymphatic clearance removes it efficiently. Beyond these two, lactate, inflammatory cytokines, and oxidized lipids also clear. These inflammatory markers are associated with depression and accelerated brain aging. The glymphatic system clears them all during the same nightly cycle. This is why people who sleep well have measurably lower brain inflammation. Chronic poor sleepers show higher markers of neuroinflammation in blood tests. Sleep is not rest. It is active biochemical maintenance. What actually happens to your brain when you chronically undersleep? Cognitive fog is not metaphorical. It is literal toxic buildup in real time. After 24 hours awake, your reaction time equals being legally drunk. Memory consolidation fails because the hippocampus is flooded with uncleared waste. The amygdala becomes 60% more reactive after one night of 5 hours. Emotional decisions become irrational. The planning brain loses control. Your subjective sense of function is not a reliable warning signal. Sleep-deprived people consistently rate themselves as less impaired than they are. You feel okay. The tests prove otherwise. Chronic sleep debt creates a glymphatic backlog that cannot fully reverse. Not all sleep is equal for glymphatic cleaning. The cleaning cycle peaks during slow-wave sleep, stage 3, deep sleep. Light sleep produces minimal glymphatic activity. REM sleep has moderate activity, but deep sleep is dominant. The first 90 minutes of the night deliver the majority of deep sleep. That first deep sleep cycle produces the most cleaning. Miss it by going to bed late or drinking, and the rest cannot compensate. This is why the timing of sleep matters, not just duration. Going to bed at midnight instead of 10 p.m. compresses your cleaning window. Front-loading your night is the single most powerful glymphatic strategy. In 2019, researchers published a finding that surprised even sleep scientists. Sleep position directly affects glymphatic flow efficiency. Sleeping on your side improves waste clearance by 25%. Sleeping on your back is second most effective. Sleeping on your stomach shows the lowest glymphatic efficiency. The mechanism is gravitational. Side sleeping keeps drainage pathways optimally angled. Most humans naturally drift towards side sleeping. Evolution may have selected for this. The left side specifically shows slightly better drainage in most studies. If you sleep on your stomach or back, try the left side tonight. This one change costs nothing and could meaningfully improve your nightly cleaning. Temperature is one of the most underrated levers for glymphatic function. Your brain temperature must drop to initiate optimal cleaning mode. Studies point to an ideal bedroom temperature of 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Warmer rooms reduce deep sleep duration and suppress glymphatic activation. Your body naturally dissipates heat through your hands and feet during sleep. A cool bedroom accelerates that heat loss and deepens the sleep stages that follow. Cooling mattress pads have been shown to increase slow-wave sleep by 15%. Even a cold shower in the evening can trigger the initial temperature drop needed. Most people sleep in rooms that are too warm and wonder why they feel unrested. Temperature is a master dial. Turn it down and watch your cleaning depths increase. Light is the second most powerful modulator of glymphatic function. Blue light after sunset suppresses melatonin production by up to 80%. Melatonin is not just a sleep signal. It primes the glymphatic system for activation. New research shows melatonin triggers astrocyte shrinkage directly, the first step of cleaning. Without melatonin, the brain never fully shifts into deep glymphatic cleaning mode. The average person delays melatonin by 2 hours every night staring at screens. That 2-hour delay compresses the entire cleaning window significantly. Dim every light in your home after 8 p.m. This is not optional for brain health. Red-tinted or amber light blocks the damaging blue wavelengths that suppress melatonin. Even candlelight-level dim lighting dramatically outperforms typical LED room brightness. Alcohol is the most common and most damaging glymphatic disruptor in the modern world. Many people use alcohol to fall asleep. This is one of the worst things you can do. Alcohol does increase sleepiness, but it fragments deep sleep severely. A single glass of wine reduces slow-wave sleep by 20% or more. The glymphatic system barely activates during alcohol-disrupted sleep. Drunk sleep is not cleaning sleep. It is essentially wasted brain maintenance time. People who drink nightly wake feeling tired despite 8 hours in bed. Their cleaning cycle is running at perhaps 30% of full capacity. Beta-Amyloid and tau levels are measurably elevated the morning after even moderate drinking. This is the hidden biological cost of the nightcap that nobody mentions. Caffeine is the world's most used psychoactive substance, and it affects glymphatic timing. It blocks adenosine, the brain's primary sleep pressure and cleaning preparation signal. Adenosine builds throughout the day, driving both sleepiness and glymphatic readiness. Drinking coffee after 2 p.m. disrupts this preparation cycle for most people. Even people who fall asleep fine after late coffee show reduced deep sleep quality. The caffeine half-life is 5 to 7 hours, much longer than most assume. A 3 p.m. espresso is still half active in your system at 10 p.m. Shifting your last caffeine dose before noon measurably improves glymphatic depth. Genetic testing can reveal exactly how fast your body metabolizes caffeine. Knowing your type lets you personalize your cutoff time for maximum brain cleaning. Exercise is one of the most powerful natural glymphatic enhancers discovered. Moderate aerobic exercise increases glymphatic activity by approximately 50%. Even a 30-minute daily walk for 5 days produces measurable brain cleaning improvements. Exercise raises a compound called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF directly supports astrocyte health, the cells responsible for opening cleaning channels. Healthier astrocytes shrink more completely during sleep, enabling deeper cleaning. The optimal exercise window is morning or early afternoon. Evening exercise raises core temperature and delays the thermal drop needed for deep sleep onset. But any consistent exercise is significantly better than no exercise for glymphatic support. Weeks of consistency matter far more than the intensity of any individual session. Stress is the silent saboteur of the glymphatic system. High cortisol at night directly suppresses the initiation of slow-wave deep sleep. The cleaning cycle cannot properly begin while cortisol is still elevated in the bloodstream. Modern evening habits, email, news feeds, social media, chronically maintain elevated cortisol. A single stressful conversation within 2 hours of bedtime reduces deep sleep duration significantly. The nervous system needs a transition buffer, not an immediate switch from stimulation to sleep. Evening wind-down rituals are not luxuries. They are biological requirements for cleaning sleep. Journaling before bed reduces cognitive arousal and cortisol enough to measurably improve sleep. 10 minutes of slow diaphragmatic breathing at bedtime drops cortisol significantly. Your bedtime preparation routine is as critical as the sleep itself. One nutrient category has direct mechanistic evidence for glymphatic support: omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s, particularly DHA, are structural components of glial cell membranes. Astrocytes with optimal DHA levels shrink more completely and efficiently during sleep. The typical Western diet has an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 20 to 1. The ideal ratio for brain function is closer to 4 to 1. Most people are chronically deficient in the exact fatty acid their brain's cleaning cells need. Fatty fish, walnuts, and flaxseed provide dietary omega-3s in meaningful amounts. But DHA supplements show the strongest evidence for direct glial membrane support. 2 grams of DHA daily is the dose used in most positive clinical trials. This is one of the most evidence-backed nutritional interventions for long-term brain health. Sleep supplements can support glymphatic priming when chosen correctly. Magnesium glycinate at 200 to 400 milligrams supports deep sleep architecture. L-theanine at 200 milligrams reduces pre-sleep anxiety without causing morning grogginess. Ashwagandha reduces cortisol over weeks and measurably increases slow-wave sleep duration. These are not sedatives. They support the physiological conditions your brain needs to clean itself. Master Lee has assembled a protocol combining the most evidence-backed compounds for brain cleaning. You will find the complete guide in the link pinned in the comments below this video. Every ingredient is explained simply: the dose, the evidence, and how it supports glymphatic function. Start with one compound. Track your sleep quality and morning clarity for 2 weeks. The compound effect of getting this right over years is extraordinary. Here is a fact that should motivate you regardless of your current age. Glymphatic efficiency naturally declines with age, beginning in your mid-30s. By age 60, most people have lost 30 to 40% of peak cleaning capacity. This is one mechanistic reason why age is the single largest Alzheimer's risk factor. But this decline is not fixed. It is highly modifiable with the right habits. Studies show sleep quality interventions in middle age protect against cognitive decline measurably. Adults who optimize sleep in their 40s and 50s show brain function scores 20 years younger. The window for intervention is now, not after the first symptoms appear. Think of glymphatic optimization as cognitive compound interest. Start early, maintain consistently. Every year of quality sleep you bank now pays dividends in preserved function at 80. Can daytime napping supplement glymphatic function? A 20-minute nap produces very little glymphatic cleaning activity. It restores alertness and reduces accumulated cognitive pressure, but the cleaning is minimal. Naps longer than 90 minutes can reach slow-wave sleep and produce meaningful cleaning. However, long naps risk disrupting nighttime sleep pressure, a real trade-off to weigh. NASA research found a 26-minute nap improves pilot performance by 34%. But these performance naps do not replace the main nightly cleaning cycle. Think of a short nap as a rinse and a full night as the deep clean. Use naps strategically, before 2 p.m., under 30 minutes, to supplement, not substitute. Always protect the main overnight cycle above all other sleep strategies. Let us now build your complete glymphatic optimization protocol. Rule 1. Bedroom temperature between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. Rule 2. All screens off 60 minutes before your target sleep time. Rule 3. Dim every light at home after 8 p.m. or sunset. Rule 4. Zero alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. Rule 5. Last caffeine intake before noon, or 1 p.m. if you metabolize fast. Rule 6. Sleep on your left side to maximize drainage angle. Rule 7. Target 7 to 9 hours with a consistent daily wake time. Rule 8. Morning exercise only, never within 4 hours of sleep. Rule 9. A 10-minute wind-down ritual before lying down is non-negotiable. These 9 basics produce measurable improvements within 2 weeks for most people. Add Advanced Step 1, a cooling mattress pad or light cooling blanket. Advanced Step 2, amber-tinted glasses worn 2 hours before bed. Advanced Step 3, 2 grams of DHA omega-3 with your largest daily meal. Advanced Step 4, magnesium glycinate 200 milligrams 30 minutes before sleep. Advanced Step 5, 4-7-8 breathing. 4 in, 7 hold, 8 out. 3 cycles. People who implement all 9 basics report dramatically improved morning clarity within 10 days. Tracking sleep with a wearable device provides objective feedback on your cleaning cycle depth. Morning heart rate variability is a reliable proxy for overnight glymphatic cleaning depth. A rising HRV trend over weeks is measurable evidence your brain is cleaning more effectively. The single biggest accelerator in Master Lee's protocol is precisely targeted supplementation, not generic sleep aids. Specific compounds that directly support glial cell function. Lion's mane mushroom extract actively supports astrocyte health and neural repair processes. Phosphatidylserine helps regulate cortisol timing and supports the deep sleep architecture needed. Combined with DHA and magnesium glycinate, these form the core glymphatic support stack. Master Lee assembled this exact stack with specific sourcing and dosing guidelines for each compound. The complete protocol is linked and pinned in the comments below. Free to read, no purchase needed. Everything is explained without jargon, just the compound, the dose, and why it matters. This stack is the most evidence-backed nutritional approach to supporting your brain's overnight maintenance. Consider it infrastructure investment. Small, ongoing cost, compounding long-term cognitive return. Without intervention, what does decades of chronic glymphatic deficit actually look like? Mild cognitive impairment typically begins 5 to 10 years before any Alzheimer's diagnosis. Word-finding gaps, name recall failures, and spatial disorientation appear first and are easily dismissed. Most people attribute these to normal aging, and they do nothing. But brain imaging reveals amyloid plaques were building silently for 20 to 30 years prior. The glymphatic system was failing quietly, one slightly short night at a time over decades. This is not sudden decline. It is the accumulated result of thousands of incomplete cleaning cycles. People who consistently prioritize sleep show remarkably preserved cognition into their 80s. Some researchers now call consistent quality sleep the most powerful dementia prevention intervention known, more effective than any pharmaceutical currently in clinical trials for Alzheimer's disease. Sleep is not a passive state. It is your brain's most intensive, active maintenance mode. Every memory formed today consolidates into long-term storage while you sleep tonight. Every inflammatory marker that accumulated gets cleared while your astrocytes work. Every emotional experience gets processed and filed while your prefrontal cortex disconnects. You wake not just rested, but literally as a biochemically cleaner, sharper version of yourself. Ancient healing traditions across every culture prescribed sleep as the foundation of all medicine. They described with metaphor what neuroscience has now confirmed with measurement. Your brain built this cleaning infrastructure over millions of years of evolutionary pressure. The only question now is whether you give it the conditions and time it needs to operate. 1 hour of sleep loss per night costs your future brain far more than most people understand. So start tonight, not next week, not after the holiday, tonight. Move your bedtime 30 minutes earlier for just the next 7 days. 4 rules only for this week. Side sleep, cool room, no screens, no alcohol. Track how you feel in the morning. The difference will surprise you by day 3. Your brain has been waiting for the conditions to clean itself properly. Give it those conditions. If this changed how you think about sleep, please share it with one person you care about. Protecting the people around you from cognitive decline begins with one conversation. Master Lee's full glymphatic supplement optimization guide is pinned in the comments below. Everything is evidence-backed, clearly explained, and free to read without any purchase required. Sleep well. Your future self at 80 is depending on the choices you make tonight.